so the whole Saeed thing, no one essay Saeed. That's why today I was actually looking for Saeed. I was gonna talk to him, be like, you definitely felt disrespected as a person. Me, I'll take accountability what I do. If you dead ass felt disrespected, I didn't know. So you gotta let me know. If you did, I will always apologize.
There were people repeatedly telling you in your face, he's not consenting. And you heard that and was like, green light. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You can't say, oh yeah, I didn't know he was offended. I didn't know. Bro, there were multiple people in your face saying he's not consenting. Man, what's going on, y'all? Today we got Nina Lynn got unbanned and then did this video by Omeezy, man. This is also going to be a two-part series because he did just release a video, I think like 20-30 minutes ago, talking about the end of Zoe Spencer's career. We're going to get into that as well. But if you don't know the whole situation that's going on right now, let me give you a short synopsis. Bro, Saeed, one of Silky's friends, was on Silky's stream a majority of the time during one of his subathons, and this is like a couple months ago, and a clip had resurfaced of a time when Zoe Spencer and Nina Lynn were on Silky's stream and they were doing stuff to Saeed. I ain't gonna say too much because you know how YouTube get, but there was a lot of unconsensual backing up going on and a lot of unconsensual putting people in situations where they weren't supposed to be in, and they got flack for it. They got a lot of flack for it. People were calling Twitch to ban them, and Twitch did for 1 to 2 fucking days. Zoe Spencer got unbanned, and Nina Lynn got unbanned. And as soon as Nina Lynn got unbanned, she did this. Let's get into it, man. Let's go.
That means hi, right?
Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know what else to tell y'all for y'all to realize that Twitch literally doesn't give a single damn about these situations, because it happened to Saeed, Twitch didn't give a damn. And even when Emiru, one of their biggest, if not the biggest female streamers, something happened to her at TwitchCon, they didn't even give a damn until it was widespread public outrage. I'm telling y'all, bro, Twitch don't care about this stuff.
Oh, what the fuck, yo? Why you always hitting me? Stop with those. Oh, I can't touch you no more because I have to make a sign ID. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, that's gonna be tough, bro. You want me to punch you? You sure? So I am not assaulting you.
Yeah, why the quality just goes straight ass?
Yes. You fully am okay with this? Yes. You will not use this clip against me later in 3 months later? Never. Or 9 months later? No. Or 6 months later? No. No? Hey, chat sees this, bro. Ready? You asked for this. Nod your head. 2 times.
I don't know why the hell the quality went ass. Hold on.
She's dragging it.
Okay.
She is dragging it.
Wait, can I say something?
After the 48-hour banning and then unbanning and then a week's banning of Nina Lynn, she is now unbanned again and back on the Twitch.
Hold on. Okay, so they served her a week ban, and then
for making fun of her essay on Saeed, Silky's assistant. Now, I think the world at this point has criticized how small of a ban this actually was. People were talking about that it was that SpongeBob meme where they literally walked inside the jail doors, closed the door, and then opened it back up in real time again. And I guess Nina figured, hey, if everyone's kicking Twitch's back in, why don't I do it? Hell, why not join in on the party? Because it's so damn fun. For those of you who don't remember, Silky's assistant Saeed was essayed on stream by 2 women, Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer.
yeah.
Zoe, you can't. Zoe, you can't.
He's 23. No. He's consensual.
No, he's not consenting.
Yes, he is.
He's not even saying nothing.
He likes it. Give.
I'm really like kind of fucked up behind the fact that like the men in this room low-key didn't do more. Cause bro, I'm not trying to be rude, bro, but Saeed is a skinny nigga, bro. He was not overpowering Zoe Spencer and Nina Lynn. They were saying, you know, he's not consenting, all that stuff, but they weren't like pulling them off of him. And I guess you can kind of argue like, yo, bro, me pulling her off of him could cause some controversy as well. I get that, but damn, bro, just damn.
Oh no! I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Hold on.
There's nobody.
Sit down.
Yo.
Sit down. Take all this off. Take it off. Hey,
They're forcing him on the bed,
now, just like
bro.
any other Twitch essay situation, they didn't take it seriously. So now Nina is back on the platform after going through that ban cycle. Now, Nina comes back to the platform with a bang. She automatically goes into several jokes about her and the whole essay situation, her saying that she needs this consent for men, her going over the top and exaggerating, really not taking any of it seriously at all. Hell, even dubbing her own suspension and ban a vacation type situation.
To all the haters out there, y'all can suck my word too. I don't give a you bro. You not me. Y'all been do nothing that
Well, all of your new-founded haters hate you because you got away with something you weren't supposed to get away with. And I guarantee you the same hate is hopping on Zoe Spencer too, so it's not just you. And hey, she doesn't realize how serious this is. And I really hate being that guy to do this, but if the roles were reversed, shit would get critical. Motherfuckers would have to move streaming platforms. Motherfuckers would have probably gone to jail. You feel me? And although I'm not trying to make it a gender thing, it's like, bro, essay of any kind should be a perma-bannable offense, bro. There should be no reason why what happened to Emiru, that dude was banned for fucking 30 days and then they decided to do a fucking perma ban when people got outraged about it. There should be no reason why it took Twitch months to see this clip resurface to then ban Nina and Zoe Spencer for 1 day. And then Zoe Spencer comes back, Nina Lynn comes back for a little bit, then gets a week ban again, and then comes the fuck back and makes fun of the situation that happened. There should be no reason why either thing should have happened, bro.
I've been through you. This ain't the worst it's ever been. I'm not gonna lie. It's bad to say, but this is not the worst it's ever been. I've been through worse. I've actually been through worse. So this jail was kind of like vacay jail a little bit.
Just playing in Twitch's face. Now, need I remind you, she actually made light of this situation a minute ago when she was with Your Rage Gaming after he had pressed her about this whole situation. In that moment, she invalidated Saeed, said that it wasn't really SA, and, you know, said that he was really taking the narrative too far, making them out to be the bad guys.
So what if he says, I feel like you did some shit wrong?
No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one SA Saeed. That's why today I was actually looking for Saeed. I was going to talk to him and be like, you definitely felt disrespected as a person. Me, I take accountability what I do. If you dead ass felt disrespected, I didn't know. So you gotta let me know. If you did, I will always apologize.
There were people repeatedly telling you in your face, he's not consenting. And you heard that and was like, green light. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You can't say, oh yeah, I didn't know he was a fan. I didn't know. Bro, there were multiple people in your face saying he's not consenting. Like, and also you don't know Saeed's situation. He may have had a girl. He may, bro. Once we knew further about it, we figured out, bro, this isn't the first time Saeed got taken advantage of and SA'd by women who were stronger than him, bro. This is not the first time. So y'all put him in an even worse situation, reliving trauma. There are people literally in your face telling you, bro, he's not consenting. And I don't know what Nina said, but I do remember what Zoe Spencer said. She said, he's of age of consent. He's of age. And I'm like, bro, stop confusing age of consent with actual verbal consent, bro. That doesn't make any sense, Zoe. That don't make no fucking sense, bro. You literally sound like a predator. So, yeah, this whole argument of, oh, I didn't know, no, bro, none of that, bro. You did know. You did know. And the whole reason why you came out apologizing after was because you saw the backlash and you actually saw what the fuck you did.
I mean, that's just normal people. But for him to walk around and say all that crazy shit, you never think about what Saeed's thinking too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that?
Wow. Is that so, Nina? Interesting. Do you keep that same energy when it comes to women that get assaulted? Do you say the same thing? Like, that'd be very embarrassing. But I imagine if it was two guys who did this exact same thing to a girl on stream, if it played out exactly the same, there would be universal condemnation across the board, including from Nina herself, I imagine, and rightfully so, because stand back, brave take coming in. Plug your ears if you're not ready for the spicy take. assault is bad.
Now, not only is she back to double down again, and off that doubling down, she got backlash. But let me tell you guys, Nina is such a bad person that she's here to actually triple down. She's here to actually give herself more excuses. And she's here to clap back at anybody who has anything negative to say about her. Really, anybody who's trying to hold her accountable for her actions.
You know what's so crazy? I never thought that many people were watching me. I really didn't. I didn't even think TMZ was watching me. I got a call from TMZ this morning, bro. They're like, we want your side of the story. I'm like, listen, man, I'm not even gonna argue with these little bitches. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We live on, we be better, bro. That's it. We gotta keep it pushing. And I'll say one more thing, and y'all know who this is, bro. That weird motherfucker that lives in the basement of his mom's house, that be chatting about me all damn day long. You are obsessed with me. I think you in love with me. No cap. I genuinely think you get no.
Is Nina talking about Asmund? Or Penguin Zero, Moist Critical? Or she could be talking about Omizi. I dead ass don't know. I dead ass don't know.
Pussy, you in love with me, bro. Like, you gotta chill out. It's been way too many clips I've seen you, bro. Like, you low-key obsessed. I'm flattered, but you gotta chill. No cap.
Now, when I heard this, I was ready to go live. I was ready to get outraged, and I was ready to call her out because I thought she was talking about me.
Yeah,
How
me
dare
too.
you say this is my mother's basement? This is clearly my extra bedroom in my own home. But I had to calm down and say, hey, maybe it's Moist Critical. Maybe it was Young Don. I didn't know who she was talking about. I put some doubt in my head. So after calming down and continuing the video, she said something that made it very clear as to who she was talking about.
You low-key obsessed. I'm flattered, but you gotta chill. No cap. Heard you don't even drink water, too.
Yo.
I'm not gonna lie. You're like 47 years old. You gotta
Okay. She was talking about Asm Gold.
Oh, okay.
I get it.
Okay, I see that. But bro, no matter what, bro, Asmund was talking about it because everyone else was fucking talking about it. It just got in your feed more because Asmund's a bigger creator. Like, and if you saw the clips, Nina, that nigga was not trying to flatter you, bro. That nigga Asmund was trying to make his point clear, bro. SA is bad. Of any kind, bro. Keep in mind, he's hopping off of the situation with his friend Emaru and all that shit. He's hopping off of other situations. So seeing you do this just probably lit a fire under his eye. He was like, hell no, I'm not standing for this shit either.
Now, the problem that I have with this is that every clip that I have seen of Asm Gold is that he was just trying to give you accountability. He was trying to hold you accountable and, even greater than that, Twitch accountable for the way that they handled this whole situation. Nina must not remember she was a part of the SA weekend. I know that that's crazy to dub it that, but I did in a previous video. The weekend where not only did Emaru get SA'd on camera at TwitchCon, she outed Ms. Kiv. There were other people at TwitchCon that were getting SA'd, and the platform had a lackluster response to that. So Asm Gold literally was just trying to give you some accountability, but here you are saying, shoe fly, don't bother me.
So this stupid bitch gets unbanned and she immediately starts getting mad at me. And she blames me for her getting banned. And have you ever thought that maybe it's your fault that you got banned?
Maybe.
Because of your own actions? Have you ever thought that maybe you got banned because of what you did?
Well,
like, oh, wow, I'm talking about it. Yeah, really. Well, there's been a lot of people I've talked about and they didn't get banned. So what's the difference between them and you? I wonder.
That weird motherfucker that lives in the basement of his mom's house.
It's an attic, excuse you.
Oh. Yo,
Chatting about me all damn day long. You are obsessed with me.
I think he might own that house too. I don't know.
Cap. I genuinely think you get no pussy and you in love with me, bro.
But I ain't gonna lie. If Asmund is still staying with his mom after the amount of breach he's collected, that might be a smart nigga. I'm not gonna lie. If Asmund is still staying with his mom and that's like his mom shit, Asmund Gold fans, let me know in the comments if it is, bro. That's a smart dude, bro. Bro stacking millions on top of millions while being at his mom's crib.
You gotta
talk whatever you want, crash out however much you want. That's totally fine. Nothing that you're gonna say is gonna make me mad. You're not gonna upset me. You're not gonna bait me into, some weird internet beef. You're just a disgusting bitch. That's it. And it's got nothing to do with this about me at all.
Now, I knew Nina Lynn wasn't a person to take accountability. This Aquafina variant isn't somebody that I believe...
Yeah, bro. Shorty Aquafina 2.0. Yeah. And I've seen a lot of discourse going around like, oh, Nina Lynn's trying to be a black woman. And I guess I get that to... I get that to a certain extent. But she also grew up in like a very like low income Chinese part of New York, like in Manhattan and shit like that. So she probably was gonna pick up slang and all that shit anyway. I want to see if anybody has clips of Nina when she was like a teenager, like talking and shit, because maybe we'll see some shit from that. But I do also see the claims of people being like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, she's low-key trying to appropriate black culture and shit like that. I definitely see it. I definitely see it. But even with Aquafina at least threw some shit back into the culture instead of like just taking from it.
And sit in her own mistakes, be really apologetic, and move forward with intention and purpose. As I'm gold checking her on the internet, myself, Young Don, whatever other commentators or reactors checking her on the internet isn't going to stop her in her day. But you would think that somebody who was a friend of hers or somebody she's been featured in videos with would be able to at least share their opinions on it and, you know, clear her out of the way about her situation, you know, hold her responsible.
I just think it was so awful to watch. And they were saying like he likes it, and they were saying like, oh well, or Nina said like responded to Rage, and I forget who, but Nina was like, it's embarrassing for guys to be assaulted. It's he should be embarrassed as a man. And then I saw people like commenting.
This is fan.
Like,
oh yeah.
Oh, it's so triggering. People commenting like how is he as a man unable to push two girls off of him? Like, he's...
Bro, I've said this before and I'm saying it again. These girls were low-key stronger than Saeed. Also, you know what? We're going to talk about what I'm feeling towards the end of the video, because I feel like this shit needs to be heard. I'm going to let the rest of this Uneasy video play, give my little commentary here and there. But what I have for you at the end, oh my gosh, bro... Get ready, bro. I'm about to go on a long ass yapping tangent about this whole situation and what it means long term, bro.
Clearly laughing in the clip. He's not. How the fuck was she supposed to know he was uncomfortable? They've never. What? Like, this is literally why men don't come out about being assaulted.
That was streamer Fan, somebody who has a W take and is on the right side of history, but also more importantly for this situation is somebody who is close to Nina, somebody who she's been in videos with, somebody who even Nina would acknowledge she has some sort of relationship with. That was her sentiments a couple of weeks ago on the situation, and she, just like everyone else, tried to hold them accountable. I don't think what she said was any level of disrespect. I don't think what she said was any level of throwing under the bus. But hey, that's just my opinion. Let's see what Nina in her comeback stream had to say about people like her.
There was one person that you was like, damn, I think you have my back. Not have my back, I didn't expect nothing. But I didn't expect them to throw my name in the dirt like that. Who? It's not even the person like people, the biggest people, I don't give a fuck. To be honest, if I don't know you, I don't give a shit what you say. You just autistic to me, like, it doesn't matter. But it was one of them. I've actually used to do videos with a lot. I was like, damn, and she was actually a fan of mine. Oh, girl, what's her name? Can't tell you the name.
Damn, she was actually a fan of mine. I get the double.
I don't want bitches.
Okay. So she's definitely talking about fan in this joint. Nina, you're a grown woman, so I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. You should not have yes men around you, especially not with a situation like this. Keeping someone around like Fan is actually a good thing, because she held you accountable. She was like, nah, this shit is fucked up. And instead of internalizing that, taking it for what it is, being like, okay, you know, Fan's trying to give me some game. Maybe I did fuck up. Things of that nature. You go on stream the next day and say, fuck all my haters. Basically saying, fuck Fan, I thought you had my back. Nina, bro, no one should have had your back in this situation. I'm sorry. No one should have had your back in this situation. If anyone really, quote unquote, had your back, they would be doing what Fan did, telling you that this shit is fucking wrong. That shit was bad. You feel me? But no, you went on stream and was like, oh, fuck everybody, fuck Fan, all that, bro. Shit crazy, yeah.
Why, bro? You feel me?
But do we know her?
I don't think you know her.
My thoughts aren't changed. Actually, what I will say is my thoughts were changed a while ago when she posted her like Instagram apology, which is when I saw that she unfollowed me, and I actually like respected her for the Instagram apology. And then my thoughts changed back to what they were initially when I saw the clips from her stream yesterday. But once again, I don't take back anything I said.
You don't need to.
You don't need to.
I do have one thing to add though. She did mention something, well, like in the clip that I saw of her saying like, Fanfan has my number, she could have texted me about it. But the truth is, as someone who dealt with assault and shit like that, I don't feel comfortable reaching out to people who are the perpetrator.
Again, another W response by Fanfan, but of course a lack of accountability from Nina. I get it, be hurt, be mad in that situation, but ultimately I don't think that Fanfan has some responsibility to reach out to you, make sure that you are okay, kind of, you know, have a conversation with you, etc., etc. You are the perpetrator in this situation. People shouldn't have to coddle you, especially as somebody who's been through a situation like that. I totally understand her side, and to be quite honest with you, for the most part, she did not kick your back in. All she did was address the elephant in the room, because her room is definitely a smaller room, seeing as how she was close and adjacent to you. But because she's not in the game of holding herself accountable or even caring about this situation, of course Nina would try to shift blame or try to push the goalpost and say, hey, let's look over here, let's come and run to these people, etc., etc. So now I'm scrolling through the comments of that last Twitter post, reading how people are saying, yeah, Fanfan is a fake friend, fuck Fanfan, fuck XY.
Lol, this happened a while ago. Yes, she still did streams with her after. Well, this stream got propped up to the forefront a couple weeks ago. A lot of people didn't know that this stream happened. Hell, I didn't know that this stream happened, and I was following Suki's subathon, and I guess I just missed a day or some shit. People who are real friends should have spoken to each other first before saying things in public. But as I'm learning, most creators are just work associates, so they may have not really connected as friends, or some personalities just don't work out, and that's okay. I get that in certain situations, but I mean, I guess you could say with this, maybe Fanfan should have reached out to Nina and said something, but like, the proof is in the pudding. Y'all saw what happened, bro. Like, there isn't really much you can really say or do. You feel me? Nina streamed with New York niggas. Stay within your people, because these snowflakes be out here crying about everything, and they will switch up on the spot if it means looking good on the internet. Am I crazy? Everyone's like essay. What if the roles were reversed, etc.? But double standards exist for a reason. Both instances of SA were mild in comparison to actual SA. Not saying Nina's a good person, but all the sanctimonious grandstanding feels performative. So you don't think with us checking these quote unquote mild forms of SA, you don't think that like if we don't check these now that it won't lead to bigger shit happening in the future? You like what are we talking about here? But what do you mean the sanctimonious grandstanding feels performative, bro? I don't feel like anyone's really being performative here. I feel like people are finally calling something like this shit out, bro. I feel like shit is finally getting a little bit better for men who have been SA'd, bro. Just a little bit, bro. So, in my opinion, this isn't performative. If anything, this shit needs to happen. People like Nina need to be held accountable, bro.
Focus on the person that committed the SA. I don't understand how crazy that is of a concept. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I think the way that Nina has been handling this has been absolute dog shit, to be quite honest with you. And I think the reason why she does these things is because, historically speaking, Twitch has not given a damn about these situations for real. Hell, even to their own admittance, they have been lackluster about how they handle SA situations. Twitch put out a statement talking about how they basically failed Imaru about the TwitchCon incident. They said that there's measures that they could have taken that they did not, and ultimately that message got community noted to hell. And this prompted Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, to do his own sort of quote tweeting of the situation, talking about how he let his friend down, etc., etc. But a lot of people are saying that this is just empty words. There's no action on Twitch, and it doesn't just have to be some sort of IRL moderation. The online presence also matters. Stuff happens, allegations gets levied. Hell, on actual streams, people are committing crimes, and it just gets swept under the rug, especially if you're one of the more favored creators on the platform. So yeah, I would expect Nina, who already seems not to be a great person, to go around acting as if, hell, this is nothing to her, this is a no-brainer, she doesn't really care about these situations. Because ultimately, what consequences are there for her actions? Especially if people continue to watch, especially if people continue to patronize, especially if she continues to get brand deals, who actually cares? Plus, I don't think she feels any sort.
You know what's so crazy? She's probably still gonna get fucking brand deals. It's the worst shit out of this. Holy bro. Oh.
Sort of real remorse for the situation. If she did, she would let it die. She wouldn't just continuously make fun of it or joke about it. Now, on the contrast to how Nina is handling the situation, there was somebody else that was involved in the situation. And for the most part, she has not been talked about as harshly because I believe the way that she is handling this is the way that you are supposed to handle these situations. The actual twerker in question, Zoe Spencer, somebody who a lot of people do have a lot of hate for, but I can acknowledge when she is at least handling the situation much, much, much better and seems to be much more remorseful. Not only did she initiate and dish out an apology well before Nina did or any sort of backlash from this year, hell, she did it like way earlier in the year. She also hasn't been on the internet making jokes about it or has invalidated the situation. She's actually faced the situation head on.
So from that whole situation, it definitely
damn, I ain't
was.
gonna lie. How many streamers are hopping on the Angie Martinez show? I never thought I'd see this happen, bro. Angie Martinez's show was literally only for like rappers and like niggas getting it popping in New York, or like niggas getting it popping in the music scene. This shit crazy.
Like a reflective moment, super learning moment for me. I never knew I made him uncomfortable until, because this video happened in February. So the whole thing happened in February of 2025.
Oh, wow. I don't know.
Then,
I just saw it recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it happened in February
But it
2025.
came back up. Somebody posted it recently, right?
Recently.
That's what happened.
So it came out in February 2025 and then it surfaced May 2025. And then I did an apology about it and everything like that. I took full accountability.
Okay.
Now, as of recent 2 weeks ago now, it resurfaced back online. You know, with my whole apology and everything and me taking full accountability, I thought we were moving past it, but then it just happened again with people saying I didn't apologize and everything like that when I did, you know? It blindsided me because I never knew I made anyone feel...
Damn, I might have said that she didn't apologize either. Not knowing that she did. That's me. That's me. I take that. I take that accountability. My bad, bro. My bad, Zoe. I did not know that you did apologize. Should have done more research. My apologies.
Uncomfortable. I never knew I hurt him in any kind of way. So when I found out, I'm like I can't believe I made you feel this way. It was an automatic apology. Like, I'm genuinely sorry for making you feel the way that I did, you know?
Now, I think that there's a plethora of reasons as to why Zoe Spencer is going about this the way that she is going about it. But one of the main reasons is that she actually feels remorse. She actually feels some sort of way. It didn't take her...
And Nina didn't think, you know, maybe let me see what Zoe's doing. And maybe let's just replicate that instead of just... Because that whole apology shit and then the streams after was a complete shit show. Like, hey, y'all think motherfucking Rakai and Ray need PR training? Yeah, they do. But fucking Nina need to be right along with them. Fuck you mean.
17 months later, the internet bashing her, confrontation IRL in order for her to do some sort of apology. Yeah, when the situation resurfaced and Saeed put out his tweets, she jumped back online and apologized immediately. She felt as if somebody was hurt, then you apologize to them. She can see how it was wrong, etc., etc. And there's some other reasons as to why I think she apologized, but I'll save them for Patreon / my memberships on YouTube. But nonetheless, I feel as though she's handling this in a totally different way, and I feel as if that's the way that you're supposed to handle it. But on the opposite side of that, I can see why Nina would handle this essay allegation the way that she handled it. One, she's not a good person. That's first and foremost, just full stop. But two, and probably most importantly, there's no real consequences to these actions. Sure, you might lose certain brand deals, especially if you're the black person in this, but nonetheless, you might lose certain brand deals, but there's no actions or consequences from the actual platforms themselves. You don't even have to give like a real apology for real. Twitch is just gonna put you back on the platform. You don't have to be remorseful. You can continue to make jokes about it. These platforms don't really care about these things that happen, and that's why it continues to happen. I don't know. Down with Nina.
Yep. And this is the other video that we are going to see, and y'all probably gonna see that tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But let me get into the bigger thing that I wanted to talk about in this video. People like Nina that follow her were wondering why Asmongold was so outraged, why certain other reactors, Young Dawn, Omizi, people like that, me, you know what I'm saying, like they're wondering why people like that were outraged, because of the bigger picture. The fact that even in the streaming world, even in the online space, people still don't give a damn about men's SA. And Nina handling this the way she handled it probably just made more men feel unsafe and uncomfortable about coming out with their situations, bro. You can see it in some of the comments of the video. You can literally see it in the first video that I reacted to of this whole situation going on. Now, respect to Brody, because towards the end of the video, we ended up agreeing on certain things. And I feel like he with a little more research can come to an understanding of, yeah, this is wrong. But people came into that joint with a men can't get SA. I saw a lot of that in the comments. I saw a lot of, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? You're being a pussy. Like, oh, bro, if I was in that situation, I'm taking that down, yada, yada. Just a whole lot of things just invalidating what Saeed went through. And this isn't the first time it's happened in terms of like pop culture and shit like that. Like, bro, Terry Crews got SA'd by another man. And Wendy Williams literally came through and said, what the fuck, you're a grown-ass, strong-ass man, do something. And I'm not trying to make this like a gender situation, I'm really not. But this is something that does need to be talked about, bro. People see a lot of people in the world see men's SA as not a real thing because, you know, we're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to hide those emotions. We're supposed to hide that shit. And although men's SA may happen less than, you know, women getting SA'd, it's still out there. I have hella friends, and I guarantee you, if you go into the hood, I guarantee you, if you're just in certain men's spaces and you ask the question, oh, bro, have y'all been like, you know, SA'd before? Have y'all ever been like, you know, something happened to you with a woman who's older or something like that? I guarantee you there will be a person in that group that has had an experience like that. For instance, I know y'all have seen DJ Ghost's story about what happened when he was really young. A lot of people in those comments were like, what the fuck, bro? Like, doing the same thing that they did to Saeed, being like, bro, that shit don't exist, bro. Nigga, if I was getting ass at 11, 12, I'd be happy as shit. Yada, yada, this whole other thing. Not even realizing that you are literally shutting down and making men who have been SA'd feel worthless. And guess what happens when that happens? Men don't come out about that shit. There were a lot of people in DJ Ghost comments being like, bro, I'm so happy you came out with this. A certain similar situation happened to me and I didn't know who to talk to about it. I didn't know who to run to, bro. So the bigger picture in all this, and the reason why so many people were outraged, or so many men were outraged, because this situation literally shows that no one gives a damn about men's SA, bro. And one thing I can say is that the focal point is changing. We're seeing people like Fan and other women come out and being like, bro, men's SA isn't okay. But all SA is bad. All SA is bad, bro. So that's one of the main things, bro. And situations like this, what Nina said, what those people were saying, make men come out about their SA a whole lot less. There will be men holding in trauma about this shit because of situations like this, situations where a majority of the internet doesn't give a damn, or people around them don't give a damn. Even women in their own life don't give a damn about what happened to them. So yeah, I just wanted to focus on that. All SA is bad though, bro. Bro, all SA is bad. No matter you're a man or a woman, all SA is bad, bro. All of it, bro. And along with this situation and the Emerald situation, it just shows that shit, Twitch don't care about this shit. Hell, most streaming platforms don't really like care about this shit, and they only kinda care when there's big outrage about it and it starts hurting their pockets a little bit. Sucks to say, but that's the way it is. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments, man. Any dudes with SA stories or anybody with SA stories, feel free to share them in the comments, bro. I'm gonna be reading and looking through them and just giving y'all some encouragement, because I can empathize and know what it feels like to go through a situation and you feel like you have nowhere to turn to because no one gives a damn about it, or people try to downplay it and try to make you see it as a positive, which is so fucking weird. But yeah, man, I love y'all so much. Marso Mafia the gang, Marso Mob the squad. I'ma see you in the next video. Peace.